Why is the Bible the top selling book of all times if it's not true? The Bible must be true. The Bible must be helpful. The Bible must be the word of God if it is the top selling book of all times. This is one of the things that I hear from Christians quite often, is that it has to be true, because otherwise why would so many people be purchasing the Bible? So last night I spent about 2 hours deep diving into the Bible being the top selling book of all times. And most charts will show the top selling books over the last 50 years, and the Bible tops them all. Some say the Quran is number 2, others do not. I found those that do not say the Quran is number 2 are the ones that aren't looking internationally and only are looking as far as America is concerned. But needless to say, most say the Bible is the top selling book. So I had to go dig a little bit deeper. And I said, well, how can this be? What is it that is making people going out and buying all these Bibles? And that's when the bottom fell out. The bottom fell out because one of the things that I wound up finding out is that the people who distribute the most Bibles in the world are 5 different companies, and each one of those companies are 501c3s. Gideon and Thompson are the top 2. Many of you know what the Gideon Bible is. You've stayed at a hotel. You've seen a Gideon Bible. They come in the hotel. They're free in the hotel. Do hotels purchase them? No, they do not. Hotels have an agreement with them that Gideon will provide free Bibles for them, as well as Thompson will provide free Bibles for them. So do hospitals, and many other charitable organizations have the same thing. One of the things I found out is that the United States government and other state governments pay Gideon $92 million. Yes. One of the things I did was to go and download Gideon's financial report for the last 4 years. And I read through the entire report. And what did I find? Is that the United States government constantly give tens of millions of dollars, upward of to almost $100 million, to put Bibles in prisons, to give Bibles to military personnel, to put Bibles in juvenile detention centers. Yes, Gideon is giving away Bibles based on the memberships of their member churches, which are over almost 300,000 members. And those members are giving Gideon money to give Bibles to other countries for free during mission trips. So, is the Bible the most read book? No. Is the Bible the top selling book? No, it is actually not. It is the most given out freely book. And just because it's given out free does not mean people are reading it. I can tell by the way people respond to the majority of my videos who are Christian that they're not reading their Bible. But Christians like to think that, because Christians don't like to dig any deeper than what is on the surface of anything, as demonstrated by this claim that they're always making about it being the top selling book. So then I had to ask myself, in 2023, what was the actual top selling book of people buying books? Because obviously people aren't going to the store and buying Bibles. They're not going online and buying Bibles. So I went to the biggest online bookseller in the world. And what are the top 25? Just take a look here. This is Amazon's list of top 25. And I'm going to scroll through each one real quick so that you can see. And you tell me when the Bible shows up. There's your first 4. There's the next 4 or 5. I love 40 Laws of Power. That book is still selling at that level. I've read that book back in like 91, 92. Here we go. Got some more books. Haven't quite seen the Bible yet, and we've passed the top 10. Oh, that one got a cross on it. Nope, that is the 4 Agreements book. It's not the Bible. We got all the way to the top 25 books sold by Amazon, the largest book company in the world, seller of books in the world. And yet, 2023, the Bible is not number 1. And that is because people are not going out and buying the Bible. People aren't going to the bookstores to buy the Bible. The Bible is the top printed, top distributed book of all times, because the government and churches are allowing these 501c3s to sell 5 billion copies of it over the last 50 years. Well, to print and distribute 5 billion copies of it over the last 50 years. so they can give it away free. And this is something that I did go and find out that there are religious groups in Islam that have started doing the same thing over the last few decades to print out free Qurans and give them out for free to get their numbers up as well. I found out that over the last 10 years that there are 39 Gitas. The 40th Gita hasn't come out yet, but there are 39 Gitas, and the Bhagavad Gita they have started giving out the Bhagavad Gita for free as well. Giving a book out for free does not make it the top seller. It doesn't make it the top read book. It just means it is the top tree killer. That's it, and nothing else beyond it. As you see, people are reading 25 other books before they even get to the Bible, and I didn't feel like scrolling until I got to the Bible. But y'all need to stop with that claim, because that claim is invalid and it's easily proven. I spent 2 hours, and the majority of that time was reading Gideon's financial statements for the last 4 or 5 years, which were very interesting when you actually go through it and read how they spend a lot of money on travel, a lot of money for their employees and their owners. So it sounds like another scam to me, but it's a good scam. I always said them 501c3s, if you can set it up right and you can get that donation money going, it's a good scam. But tell me what you guys think. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.